I always loved playing Super Mario Bros. On my NES when I was little. It was so fun to get through all 8 worlds and save the princess over and over again, and find all these cool glitches everyone was talking about. It was spectacular. Recently, my family did a little spring cleaning around the house, and I went up to clean out the attic, when, to my luck, I found an old dusty box containing my old NES, and a few cartridges for it, including my Super Mario Bros. Game. I was so excited and jumping around as this could have been a chance to relive my young childhood years. I ran downstairs, hooked up the NES to the television, and popped the cartridge in. But sadly, it wouldn't turn on. I had a good friend who was a skilled hacker. I handed the old cartridge to him and requested him to make the game work. Soon enough, he came over and gave the cartridge back. It looked brand new. I popped the cartridge in a second time and it booted up. I was very happy, though the game was a bit laggy at some points. I spent the whole day playing through the game, and once I got to the end and saved the princess, I saw her text box and remembered that there was a second quest. I never actually played much of the second quest as a kid, but I was eager to try it to remember what changed. When I returned to the main menu and booted up the game, there were significant changes, everywhere from what I recall playing it as a kid. The sky was completely black, clouds were dull gray, as if a thunderstorm were to begin. There were stomped Goombas pretty much everywhere. Piranha plants weren't coming out of certain pipes. I started walking through World 1-1, which was changed in the way I described, and then soon I noticed the timer wasn't counting down. It was frozen at 666 in-game seconds, even though the most time that you get in any level is 400 in-game seconds. I continued walking through the ominous level while a low-toned Super Mario Bros. Theme played in the background. It sounded almost sadistic. Once I got to the end, I arrived at a very large castle, as if you completed World 1-3. I entered the castle and nothing was there. No enemies, no obstacles. I was just walking through an empty castle. Not to mention, a soft static sound was in the background instead of the usual castle theme. Once I reached the end, Bowser didn't show up. There was no axe button to drop out of the bridge with. I normally walked into the area with Toad in it, but I could control Mario freely as he talked. But instead of saying, "Sorry Mario, but our princess is in another castle," he said, "Sorry Mario, but you're too late." Apparently there was more space to the right of the screen with a small blood trail following. I walked along the bloody trail as the trail of blood started getting thicker and thicker, and the static sound got louder and louder. Soon I got to the end, and there was Peach, lying down like she was dead. I couldn't control Mario anymore, and I just sat there watching for several minutes until a text box appeared next to Peach saying, "Why didn't you save me?" The screen instantly cut to black, and a loud screech came from the TV screen. I ran towards the old NES and powered it off. I was exhausted, and everyone in the house was already asleep. It was very late at night, so I laid the game down and got some rest. I woke up around 7:30 in the morning to the Super Mario Bros. Theme a few rooms away, which was weird since no one was home that morning and the NES wasn't on, but I did remember leaving the cartridge in the NES. I walked downstairs into the living room, and to my complete and utter surprise, the game was playing, and Mario was walking through a normal world, 1-1, all by itself. There was no one home, and a controller wasn't plugged in, and I just sat on the couch and watched the game play itself, like I was watching a TV show or a movie. Eventually, Mario reached the end of World 1-2, but instead of walking through the normal exit pipe or jumping up into the warp zone, he punched the second and third bricks from the edge of the top of the normal exit pipe and jumped into the top of the pipe, glitching through it and going down the World 4-1 warp pipe. But he appeared in a level titled -1. I ran over to the study and looked it up on the computer and found there was a place known as Minus World in which is reached using what glitch Mario performed, and it's a repetitive water level. Never ending. Mario, all alone, swam through the level over and over again. And each time Mario entered the beginning of the level, he looked older. Soon enough, he entered the level again and died. Again, the screen cut to black and displayed a screeching sound and the text box saying, "You can't protect anyone. Not even yourself."